Do y'all want to see the greatest evidence to date of how Republican senators and congressmen are absolutely terrified of their constituents? They are lily-livered, chicken shit, gutless cowards. I mean, some of them are so cowardly they are canceling their town halls altogether. And I know my congresswoman, who's a Democrat, said that that is because Donald Trump is directly pressuring Republicans in the House and the Senate not to hold town halls because he doesn't want them to interface with their constituents. He wants them to be more afraid of him than of the constituents. Because ultimately, Trump and Musk know that we wield the power. We outnumber all of them. We ultimately, the people, have the power. But let me show you this clip today from Kansas Republican Senator Roger Marshall. He's the poster boy for the cowardice of the Republican Party.
What we're doing right now is cutting out those jobs. A huge percentage of those people, and I know you care about the veterans, are veterans.
Yes.
And that is a damn shame.
Yes. Yeah.
That is a damn shame.
Yes.
I'm not a Democrat, but I'm worried about the veterans now.
Well, I yielded to one of my elders, and I appreciate his comments. I think it's a great. I'm not gonna. We don't have time for everyone to stand up. I do got 2 more commitments today. Appreciate everybody making the drive out, and God bless America. Thank you.
So that is a heavily Republican rural Kansas town hall with Republican constituents standing up and asking their senator, Senator Marshall, why are you not concerned about what DOGE is doing to our veterans? Not only withholding funds at the VA, cutting services at the VA, firing workers at the VA, but the fact that about 30% of our federal employees are veterans. Many of them disabled veterans injured in the line of duty who are then hired to work jobs for the federal government. And they are being fired in large quantities by DOGE, by Elon Musk. In fact, I will be discussing this in my next video, but I went to my congresswoman's town hall today, and one of the first people to stand up and speak was a veteran who was just fired from his federal government job by Elon Musk. Of course, unelected South African billionaire Elon Musk has no respect for our veterans, none whatsoever. In fact, he includes our veterans in the parasite class with the rest of the working class. And here we see Senator Marshall being such an absolute chicken shit that he cannot handle a question from one of his elderly constituents. Instead, he stumbles up, blah, 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 over his words, and then he just gets up and leaves while they're shouting coward at him. This is why we need to keep having town halls, and this is precisely why Donald Trump does not want Republicans to have town halls. Because Republicans in Congress are afraid of their constituents. They know that what they are voting for is wrong. They know it is wrong. They know it is hurting their constituents. They know that they are selling out our country. They are selling out the American people because they are afraid of Donald Trump. My congresswoman said that her Republican colleagues, if they dare to break off from the pack, if they dare to vote their conscience, vote on behalf of their constituents, instead of falling in line with Trump's agenda, that they get a phone call with threats of intimidation, death threats. Congressman Swalwell said the same thing, that Republicans in the House and the Senate, they are afraid of Donald Trump. They are getting threats to their lives. They're getting threats to their family. Of course, bully tactics. Mafia-style intimidation, this is Donald Trump's MO. And I want you to hear me right now. At the end of the day, it is the American people who have fortitude and courage. Trump is afraid of us. That's why he doesn't want those Republicans in Congress to go and listen to what we have to say, because he knows we have the power. Okay, so we know that right now, Republican members of Congress are falling in line and voting for Trump's agenda because they are afraid of him. Okay, that is an important piece of information. That is something that we can use. We know that the GOP members of the House and Senate, they are motivated by fear. And what does that tell us? That tells us that fear is a useful tool. It is a useful tool, an effective tool that we can wield against them. We need to make them fear us, the electorate, hundreds of millions of us, more than they fear Donald Trump. We need to be calling every day, emailing every day, showing up to every public event that they are at. We need to let them know that they should be afraid of their voters because they can be voted out. The more Elon Musk attempts to destroy our government and destroy the services, careers, lives of American citizens, the more we're going to see folks in red districts rise up and come to their elected officials and say, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you letting this unelected ketamine addict do to our nation? Democrats are bringing the pressure, but you know what? They have the minority in the House and the Senate. Republicans have the majority. We need 3 members of Congress to grow a spine, or at least to be more intimidated by their voters than they are of Donald Trump. What have I said from the get-go, y'all? The power resides with us. We, the people, have the ultimate power. We have the ultimate authority, and we are starting to exercise it across the board. This is not a red versus blue issue amongst the American people. This is the working class against the billionaires. This is the world's richest man who has more money than he could spend in 100 lifetimes trying to destroy the quality of life for every working class American because he has deemed us the parasite class. And we know that our Republican electeds, that they are easily manipulated by fear. They are persuaded by fear and aggression. So let's do it. Let's be aggressive. Let's be in their faces. Let's be tenacious.